Hi guys, okay, so this is Ziki here, hoping that you are all doing very well wherever you are. Okay, now I know that I shared with you something about me being defrauded by some guys in South Africa. So I'm just going to tell you from how everything started. Okay, now sometime in 2017, I came across a post on one of these men of God that I follow. Okay, I was following him, the preaching and everything, very inspiring. And the man of God is based in South Africa, in Sandton. So one day I saw a post where they were calling for that he had opened a new company and he was looking for shareholders in the company. Okay, I found it to be a good opportunity, and also I realized that I had some money that was just lying, not being used. As I said, okay, why not invest this money? I will just take a little bit and try and invest this money. And it's good to invest, right? I just trusted the man of God. I trusted, everything that he was all about. So I didn't see that there's any problem or I might face anything. Okay, so I joined in. I paid my money via FNB ATM. I found someone who was in South Africa, and then they helped me to pay the money, and then they sent me the receipt. In the beginning, everything was fine. Okay, I don't want to lie. In the beginning, everything was fine. They were sending us emails, updating us on the way forward, when they have meetings and everything. They'll even send us invitations like, we're going to be having a meeting like this. Everybody you can come, ABCD. After the meeting, they'll send the meeting minutes. Everything, you could see that this is authentic, and we could see that the company is heading for the right direction. Now, after some time, because I've been receiving all these updates, I couldn't attend because I was in China, so I couldn't attend. So I was like, okay, it's okay. Now, after some time, I received an email saying that there's going to be a special announcement, about some very good news about the company. We are moving higher. Things are working so well. I was so excited. I was like, well, I think I did a good thing, okay, in investing my money. I even wanted to buy more shares, okay, so that I could add my shares, because I had now built trust with the company. Now I saw time, nothing came. I sent in another email. I said, I'm still waiting for the news that you said you were going to send to us, about, our company. I said, no. In fact, no, I'm lying. They never responded, okay? They never responded. And then I said, okay, maybe they're busy. Maybe they will. Nothing. 2018, I'm worried, I'm checking, nothing. I said, okay, let me go to the Facebook page. Like, they also opened a separate Facebook page for this company. The page is unavailable. I'm like, red flags. I said, okay, let me try to look for the people that I was communicating with. Not available. User not found. I'm seeing a lot of these names. Our names are similar. We may have the same name, the same surname, but different people. I'm like, But because sometimes I get so busy, that time, I was so busy, I wouldn't be following all the time, because sometimes I'll forget about it for a long time and then remember again and pursue. And then in 2019, I remembered the story again. I said, let me try again. So I shared the story on my Facebook page, and people were like, no, just forget about it. You are going to get more money. It's okay. Leave them like that. They're like, you see how sometimes our society, we promote these criminals, or we promote these bad things, because you are made to keep quiet and let it be. But you're not realizing that maybe there's some other people who might have faced the same situation, who don't even have a voice, who don't even have a platform to speak about it. So I said to my friend, I said to people, I said, no, you know what? I will pursue this case. But unfortunately, some people are saying you need to go to South Africa and report. I cannot go to South Africa now, okay? I intended to travel to South Africa before this lockdown things. I think it was around 2020. I planned to travel, but I couldn't. So I have never been to South Africa. I planned that if I go to South Africa, I will report to the police and pursue the case, but I couldn't. But I say, let me just contact these people again. Those people that I was communicating with, the secretary, they disappeared. No response, no nothing. Then I went to the Facebook page of this man of God. I sent him a message in Messenger. Excuse me, say ABCD. I think the first time I contacted him, I think it was in 2018. I explained my case. Instead of him, telling me about the company or whatever, he just said hi and never said anything. I waited and waited. And So I wrote him again, still no response, no nothing, and I was like, what's going on? Later on, I think it was last year, I wrote again, and this time around, a lady by the name Esther, I'm not going to say her surname, a lady by the name Esther, she's a Zimbabwean, responded to me, okay. She said she runs that Facebook, she's an admin of that page that belongs to that prophet. Then I said, very good. So she said, tell me what's the problem. I told her. She said, send us the proof of payment and everything. I sent to her this. Before time, she too is quiet. I mean, like, what do you want me to do? Because one thing is, I didn't want this thing to be like so dramatic. Some people will take this opportunity to say bad things about the man of God, because he's a high-profile man of God. I'm telling you, he's a high-profile man of God. So I didn't want that attention to come to me, or people say, she just want to use the man of God, for likes, for attention and what. I didn't want that. That is why I was just been taking it in boxes, and never, tarnishing the image of nobody, because I still believe that maybe there could be an explanation to all this, all right? Even after all these years, I still have that thing that I don't want to be that noise person. Okay, that being said, this lady never responded. And then I was talking to one of my friends, and my friends was laughing at me and said, did you get your money? I said, no. I said, I told you will never get that money. I was like, come on, you're hating me. I decided to contact this lady again. I looked for her on Facebook, and I found her. I wrote to her. She did not respond. And then I remembered my password, because I had lost my password for my email. I remembered my password. Then I opened my old email address. Then I retrieved all the list of other investors and directors of that company, okay? After that, I searched for one by one, and I got one person. I sent messages to a lot of these people. Some of them they're from Namibia, who are directors, Zimbabweans, Mozambique. The man of God is from Zambia. The secretaries are from South Africa. So there's some the one who was, like, for myself, I was communicating with someone from South Africa. Yes, it's a South African based, I think should be Pretoria, Mamelodi, something like that. So after that, no response, no nothing. And then I decided to go through the list of other investors, okay, other shareholders and directors. Then I sent messages. Today, guys, I just received a response there on my messenger. I received a response, okay, and I'll read for you what this person wrote. This person said, I told them I'm not going to mention their name, because I really don't want to drag a lot of people into this mess. They said to me, hi, I was a director, but the guys dissolved the company and disappeared. Myself and other directors got tired of looking for so and so. We sent emails and Facebook messages until we got tired, so we decided to let things go and forget about it. You see? This is the message I received today. Remember yesterday I made that post when I was telling you about this, and then I decided to follow up, and this message I got it today. They say they dissolved the company and never bothered to inform the shareholders. So what happened to the money that was invested by all those people? The list is very long. I have a list of all the names. I have them. I have the list of the names I retrieved my old emails, and I found sometimes when you forward messages to a lot of people, everywhere, they get the list of the people. So I found it. So I was like, what is going on? That is why I would say it's scamming people, because that is fraud, okay? If you dissolve a company, tell the shareholders we are dissolving the company and give back people their monies, because people invested in the company, okay? Now they dissolve the company. I don't even know. If this person has not told me that the company was dissolved, I will still be thinking the company is there, because the man of God is still there. You can see him, he's just going about his business, okay? Instead of them, addressing this issue, they just want people to forget about it, okay? Maybe it's only me who is pursuing it. Maybe other people have just given up, or maybe other people, they don't even know the way forward, who to talk to or anything, okay? So this is the issue. Like the other guy that disappeared, the one who is mentioned here, I also was communicating with that person. His name is called Shepherd Dube. Shepherd Dube is a Zimbabwean, okay? And the guy's name is Letao Motswane. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name properly, and the Zimbabwean guy is Shepherd Dube, okay. But the list of other people I have, and I've been contacting them. So far, one has responded. I've sent in some messages. Maybe later on, I'm going to get those information. And I also tried to contact FNB. I wrote to them. They have not responded because I have the FNB receipt and the account number. Obviously, they will have every information. Which account number, who owns the account number, and everything. They will have that. But my hope was that when I contacted the man of God, he could have at least, responded and explained to me how things worked. Okay, even if they say, you lost your investment, because the company didn't work and everything, I would understand. At least there is communication. But when you just disappear without explaining anything, okay, it becomes like a fraud to me. It becomes like a fraud, like you just collected people's monies and then you let it be. Imagine how many people were like me who invested their money. The least amount one could buy shares was 5,000 rands. That was the least amount, okay? Or that was expected for one to get. So imagine all that list of people, who bought shares. Even if even if someone invested 500 rands, it's their money, right? Just explain and communicate. So for those of you who wanted to know the story, this is the background of the story, okay? And the man of God is Zambian. Directors are from Namibia, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, like I've been communicating, like most of them, Zimbabwe, Zambia, and then we have South Africans. So far I saw 3 South Africans, but I only mentioned one because that's the one who was responsible for communication with people and everything, the guy that I mentioned, okay. And also is also the guy who has been mentioned by this director that I contacted. He also mentioned the same guy, okay. So this is it, my friends. I'm pursuing the story. For now, I don't want to take this story to the media houses. I don't want to start, mentioning the men of God's names and whatever. No, I just want to deal with it like this. But if it doesn't work, then I'll be left with no choice, okay, but to just make the story public so that people can be aware, and people can, can be aware that be careful, okay, of such kind of things. Even if it's a man of God, they can still be dubious in their ways, okay. But for now, I'm still trying to solve it inbox without really going to the source. Okay, I'm still trying to do it like this. If it fails again one more time, then I have to go to I just have to share my story, okay, publicly, and everybody will know about it. Okay, remember, I have my own media house, okay, so I can also start from me, ask interviews, throw the man of God's name and say, let him come and explain himself, okay. I can do that. I have the power, and the means, not the powers, and the means to do that, okay. As a media person, I know how to make things go viral like that, okay. So this is all I wanted to share with you, my friends, so that you know the background of the story. Therefore, I'm saying anyone who is doing all this nonsense, whatever the case, they have no room, in our societies. We work so hard for our monies. I was trying to invest my money for my family, okay, and then the money disappears. Even up to date, this money is still big. I put this money in 2017, okay. To me, it's still big money. It can go a long way in saving my family, all right. So this is it. I'll see you again, okay, later on, guys, with maybe I might come out live, okay, and interact with you, my friends. But for now, I just wanted to give you this update, and also I want to step outside a little bit. I want to run, do 1 or 2 things outside, and then be back in the house, okay. So